What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked that out already, just making bad life choices, going over to scoresandodds.com where you got picks from me, Meansy, Tina, all the greats. Plus, you get access to our nice little prop shopping tool. It's exactly what we have projected for each individual prop. Plus, where the best lines are at. Most importantly, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. What is Grant's Action Lounge? My Discord, where I'm throwing in all my picks each and every day. Just go to scoresandodds.com/Discord. We got basketball. We got a guest. You may know him as Denver Dude Bets, Austin Garrison. How you doing over there, buddy?
Doing good. Glad to be back, a week later. Got a strange slate today. A lot of under games, it feels like, but we're ready to go.
Yeah, we got about 6 games. I don't have a ton of bets, so it might not be the longest one, but I got you. You got a decent amount of bets, don't you?
Yeah, I have some stuff that I like a lot. Do you want to go game by game, like we did last week kind of thing?
Yeah, we can just go game by game. That's one of the easiest. I mean, when I'm solo, I just roll through stuff. Obviously, people don't want to hear me just talk to myself for 25 minutes, so it's a quick one. But I got you on. We can chat some things. We can talk about some bets. We'll start off with the Knicks game. I got 2 bets in this. First off, Julius Randle over 41.5 points, rebounds, assists, and both me and you have been kind of the same on him during this massive stretch, and we've been hitting the under. He's got to come back to earth. Like, this can't keep happening. I'm at the point now where this can keep happening. I'm just riding it out. I know it's a tough matchup versus Boston, but he just put up 55 PRA going up against Cleveland last time. He is just running it in this offense. He's just a beast on the boards right now. I know Robert Williams being in there isn't really going to help too much, but I'm rolling with the over on PRA. I'm just done staying away from it. I bet his over on rebounds the other night hit easy. Yeah, I'm rolling with it. You got any problem with that?
No, I don't. My biggest thing with Randall is I think the biggest reason we're seeing the uptick and everything is just the 3-point volume alone. Last 5 games, 12 attempts, 6 attempts, 10 attempts, 6 attempts, 7 attempts. He has another 12 and 11 a couple games down. He's just starting to chuck threes more, and he's getting more consistent with it. And against the Celtics, I'm pretty sure Horford and Smart are both out, right?
Horford, I think, is playing.
Okay, so if he's in, even then, the 4 is going to be Tatum or Brown. That's bully ball down low. They're not stopping. Tatum's not stopping him. So yeah, I agree. He's crashed the glass hard. They look for him. He just goes on spurts where he doesn't pass the ball and he's getting foul calls. So I have no problem with playing Randall today at all.
Yeah, since I know that he wasn't the best. He was a solid rebound, averaged 9 a game. Since mid-December, he's averaging 14 boards a game.
Yeah,
this isn't a new thing. He's since December 14th, he has 2 games of less than 10 boards, and most of those games are 14, 15, 16, 17. He is just absolutely crushing the boards. I thought it for a little while it was just a change to the offense with Barrett out, and then when Barrett came back, I'm all right, I'm going right back to the unders. And
it's crazy. I think Barrett's their 4th option at this point. It goes Randall then Brunson, in my opinion, but they love Quentin Grimes. They paid Barrett all this money in the offseason, and he just hasn't been what they thought he would turn into. Randall's in his prime time. He's 27 years old. They're trying to get him the ball, and they just paid Brunson all this money. Barrett feels like the odd man out. His minutes are just all over the place. If he's playing well, he plays more, and if he doesn't, they play Quentin Grimes over him. But Randall,
Barrett needs to be on a team I don't know. I'm trying to think of a team like Detroit, a team like Orlando, where he needs
to have the opportunity to chuck the ball 25, 30 times a game for a year or two. As bad as it sounds, but he's not going to get that opportunity in New York.
Yeah, realistically, he should. He'd be a decent fit in somewhere like Miami, to be honest. Miami or even Cleveland.
The Hawks, he'd be a great fit there. He plays defense. He's long. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just I can't get on board with the Barrett signing, and I love Randall, so I'm with you on the Randall play.
Yep, and then on the other side, I went with Tatum over 30.5 points. I know this game's sitting at an 8.5 point spread. I think 7.5 point spread. I can't remember, but Tatum, obviously balled out the other night going up against Miami with no Brown. Still only ended up with 31 points, but 14 rebounds. I thought about going PRA, but so far this month, he's hitting it at a 65% clip, going over 30. Just consistently doing it. Knicks are not a bad matchup. I don't really see anyone stopping him here.
He's going to draw Grimes, Brunson, or RJ Barrett. Okay, I think we can live with that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it doesn't help that Brown's back, but
but Brown's
is eating up all the usage. White probably is a slight hit over Smart in the lineup, but still.
Yeah. Without Smart, the ball being Tatum and Brown's hands. It's just more if they double team Tatum or if they let him go one-on-one. If they start doubling us, he'll go crazy on assists. But on TNT tonight, national TV, he's trying to be an MVP, chasing Joker. I think we see a big game from Tatum tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about MVP odds after we go through these games, because I haven't. It's getting wild to me. I almost, like, if Joker hadn't won 2 in a row, I probably would have laid as much money as possible across.
I'm ready to lay the opposite way.
As am I. We'll get to that afterwards. Detroit going up against Brooklyn. Me and you, I think, are on both on the same. I got Kyrie over 29.5 points, -117 at Caesars. Kyrie over 41.5 points, rebounds, assists, -113 at Caesars. Kyrie is going absolutely nuts. Detroit is not a good defense. Potentially no Seth Curry in here. Like, Detroit is going to give up so much to Kyrie. I mean, who else is really going to shoot? I mean, Royce might not even play. Joe Harris.
I mean, yeah, the only thing I would say is Joe Harris is the matchup, but we talked about it before. It's very hard to trust Joe Harris.
We don't know if he's going to get 20 minutes in the spot. Brooklyn going up against a bad team, they might just be like, F it.
I think it just depends. If Curry's out, it's a good spot for him. I mean, his attempts for threes are 7, 8, 6, 4. Like, I think the only thing you can play on is his threes. It's 2.5 even money. But I think I'd wait for the Curry news, because of the way Curry played last night and the way that Curry integrates with the offense, like, they don't really look for Joe, if that makes sense. He's not playing crazy minutes like you said. He's playing 20, 30, 30, 20, 16, 20. It's all over the place. So I think it just depends if Curry plays or not for Joe Harris.
Yeah, I mean, Brooklyn's clearly already in, like, all right, we're here to win the championship. Who cares?
Yeah. Did you? I don't think you watched the game last night, but it was. Did you see when Simmons fouled Embiid and he did the suck it to him on live TV?
I didn't, but that's pretty great.
Oh yeah, and then Kevin Durant's on Twitter calling him out. He's terrible sportsmanship, terrible celebration. But it was absolutely hilarious to watch those two last night play against each other.
Yeah, someone in chat asking if Kyrie is going to play full on a back-to-back. I mean, the last time he played a back-to-back.
I mean, they need a win.
Yeah, was what? The 19th. He played 39 minutes on the 19th. He played 39 minutes on the 20th. Like, he's playing
the minimum minutes he's played this month is 37. Like, they have to play him. They have to. The only, they've had games where when he doesn't do well, they lose by 30. Like that Phoenix game last week, like he shot 3 for 15 in the first 3 quarters, and he came out and hit 9 shots in a row and made it a game. Like, if he doesn't play well, they don't win. So his points are low hanging for me.
Yeah, no, it's super. Like, he is the offense. He is the entire. This team is full on built for Simmons to distribute, play defense, and Kyrie and Durant to make all the points. No Durant, it's all Kyrie. I mean,
the other thing I'm looking at too for this game would be Claxton steals and blocks. It's 3.5 plus 120 on Caesars. If you look at his game log, he is absolutely.
He said it 10 straight or 9 out of 10.
He was against Philly last night, but he was in foul trouble. But he's also playing Joel Embiid. And they don't have a lot of guys who go to the rack and try to finish. Tonight, he's going to have Killian Hayes. He's going to have Durant. He's going to have Ivy. They're all going to be attacking the rim. Like, I think it's another low-hanging fruit, bunch of rookies. I love the 3.5 steals and blocks for him. He's been playing out of his mind lately.
Yeah, I'm probably going to hit that. I'm just looking to check where the best line's at now. It's still at it's still at Caesars. I'm going to hit that right now. That's one that
he's missed it one time and it was Philly. Other than that, he hit it a million games in a row. And he only hit 5 fouls last night. So he had to play less aggressive and he couldn't. Now playing a bunch of small guards, like I said, I think it's easy for him.
Yeah. Oh, it's at 3.5.
Yeah, it's at 3.5.
Yeah, still taking that. Yeah, well, I'm hitting that. Let's move on to the next game where I've got nothing. Chicago, Charlotte. I can't find a single thing that I want to bet.
We talked about it. I want to bet DeMar, but the Hornets are horrible. They're a horrible team. This game could be 40, but also the Bulls don't play up to standard. So it's just the Bulls are just a confusing offense to watch. So it's not a lot to bet on there. I think you even talked about, if anything, maybe DeMar's under, but I'm not going to touch anything in this game personally.
Yeah. Yeah, DeMar has probably lost me close to the most money this season. That's because I bet him way too much. Not even close to my worst win rate. That's probably Plumlee or.
Oh, mine's got to be Vooch. I that guy. He gets 7 points.
Vooch?
Yeah, he just man. I don't know about him.
My main thing is I went on a month where I just hammered his assist prop every single day, and it hit like 90%.
Yeah, no,
So,
I don't know. That Bulls team, they should be good, but they're not. Like, I think isn't Lon. I mean, Lonzo's career is over at this point. Like, that man is a waste of money on their team.
yeah. I mean, that's rough. I mean, hopefully he'll come back someday, but
Yeah.
he's still not that old. He's what, 25?
No, but they said the meniscus surgery on his knee. He has like a degenerative knee. It's not like healing. He hasn't played in over a year and a half now off it.
Yeah, no, that's rough. I mean,
especially when you're supposed to be a defender, you got to have knees.
Yeah, first guy that comes to mind is Brandon Roy, and yeah, he wasn't even a defender. It was mostly just offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, rough. Next game, we got Cleveland going up against Houston. First bet I got, you talked me onto this. It's not points, rebounds. This is points, rebounds. My bad. Jared Allen over 24.5 points, rebounds, minus 121 over at Caesars. Jared Allen, like you got me on it. You go ahead and talk about it.
I mean, for me, I just look at it at this point. Like, I really love it if Mitchell's out. Like, I like it as it is if Mitchell plays, but you look at games where he plays like non-dominant centers, like against New Orleans, non-athletic Valanciunas has 24 points. Against Portland, Jerkic, 24 points. Non-athletic plays Jericho Sims and Isaiah Hartenstein, 24 points. Who's he playing tonight? Sengun off a back-to-back. Like, Sengun's not the most athletic guy in the world. Like, this is an easy spot for Mitchell Garland to get to the rack, throw lobs to him. And then rebound wise, like he fills it up majority of the time. Mobley doesn't really hurt him, if that makes sense. He's just not that guy. So give me Jared Allen versus an unathletic center any day of the week, and the lobs are coming.
Yep. No, full on agree with that. And then the other one I had that you're kind of against, Jabari Smith under 11.5 points, plus 100 at Betway /DK, minus 103 over at Caesars. I mean, he's been hitting, it's right around his average for the month.
He just can't shoot the ball. I mean, that's it for me. Like, I don't, it's not I disagree, but he does have the volume 3-pointers. Like, if he gets hot and hits 3, like, you get killed off it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting, but I don't think he's going to put up that many 3-pointers.
No. I mean, Jalen Green's going to chuck the ball tonight. I mean, he's going to have Mitchell or Garland on him. I don't see a reason why he would pass the ball in a sense. He's just going to go crazy, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I mean, Mobley and Allen are just going to lock down inside.
Yep.
And so, I mean, yeah, maybe Smith gets hot from the outside, but
yeah, it's not likely, if that makes sense. So I really wouldn't worry about it.
Plus potential blowout, might not get the minutes. I'm rolling with it. Let's see. Next game, we got Dallas at Phoenix. The only one that's been on my radar, I haven't bet it yet. I might bet it is Luka under 54.5 points, rebounds, assists. He's been like a little bit up and down recently, but I just have so much problems because it doesn't matter how low scoring the game's going to be. Yeah. He's just going to drive to the hoop constantly. And I mean, no one can really stop him on their own.
Yeah.
So
I agree. The other thing I look at is just like last year, the Suns don't have Booker, but like every time the Suns play the Mavs, they get waxed now after that game 7. So this game to me, it smells under. It smells. I can't trust the Suns in anything to do. Like, I love DeAndre Ayton, but that guy goes 25 points, and he goes like 4 points. So
yeah, no, our projections love Ayton today, and I can't do it.
It's hard. It's hard not to love Ayton. He's 7 foot and athletic and can shoot the ball, but at the same time, it's like I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, generally crushes a decent amount more without Paul in the lineup. So
Paul's in tonight, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so I mean, they have everybody. Cam Johnson's back, shooting the ball more now. Bridges is like finally kind of waking up and scoring wise. I think he's had like 20 in 4 straight, 4 or 5 straight. Like, you can't trust anybody on that team at any given night. One of them can have 30 and everybody else sucks. So I'm off this game myself.
Yep. Last game, we had the Spurs going up against the Clippers. I don't think one bet I did miss is Jaden Ivey over 23.5 points, rebounds, assists, minus 130 at FanDuel. I'm guessing that line has probably moved since FanDuel. Let's see. Ivy. That's still, you can get it at MGM at minus 115. It's moved a little bit at FanDuel. Yeah, I don't have any bets in this Clippers San Antonio game.
Neither do I. Both team, the Clippers play last night? No, they didn't. The Spurs did on a back-to-back. Yeah, I just don't see the energy level from them there. The Clippers are actually starting to look like good again. Paul George, Kawhi playing solid minutes. Kawhi is like actually looking decent again. So for me, it's like, this probably is a blowout.
Did you see the potential trade with them in the Lakers?
Who, the Lakers and Clippers for what?
Lakers and Spurs.
No, what is it?
I think it's Richardson, Pirtle, and someone else, and they give Westbrook, which I would absolutely love to see.
I think we see Pirtle go to the Warriors, to be honest.
I think that's the most likely outcome. I don't know. I love LeBron, so I'm trying to. I actually hated the Lakers pretty much the entire time I moved or lived in LA, and then of course LeBron goes there,
and it's
I'm in Denver.
No, it's a tough spot. Like the Lakers, they're not in a good spot. AD played last night and looked good, but like I don't think Rui Hachimura is the answer for them. I really don't. So they give up picks. I mean, they wanted to get off Nunn's contract too, I think, and Rui does have potential if he's ever healthy, but that's a far shot in my opinion.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about futures. So Jokic is now -130, -140 favorite, which we kind of see this every single year right before the All-Star break. So 2 years ago it was LeBron. Last year I think it was Embiid.
Yeah, it was.
Year before it was Durant. Obviously, none of those have actually worked out. Jokic has won 2 in a row. Like this year, he probably deserves it. Now I'd say he deserved it last year more than he did this year. But yeah, it's obviously terrible to bet at this point in the season someone that's heavy of a favorite. I mean, Luka has just been absolute, like statistically.
I just feel like Luka's like James Harden back in the day. Nobody wants to give it to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
the one I would take
Luka's actually won in the playoffs a little bit.
Yeah, the one that I would take a stab at, honestly, is KD. He's 42-1 on FanDuel. For me, like he was done 8 or 9-1 before he got hurt and sprained the MCL. Like that team was winning 15 straight. Like if he comes back and they contend for a top 2 seed, I think that's somebody that could rival him, Jokic, for it. But like also international basketball is so big. Like I think Jokic has the storyline to win it, if that makes sense.
I mean, honestly, I might just cover the field with Luka, Tatum, Embiid, Giannis, and Durant.
You have Ja up there, but like, see, like the only people I can actually see winning, like I just don't think they give it to Ja because like you saw what happened last year when he went out. Like it's hard to give it to him. Like I think if anybody's going to take it, it's Tatum, Joel, Luka, maybe KD, but
Giannis, honestly, like I know he's been in rough shape the last few games, but there's a decent chance they end up as the number 1 seed in the East.
Yeah,
and
healthy.
Giannis is like, if we're talking about what is he sitting at? We're talking about just like points, rebounds, assists. He's slightly behind Luka, I think, in terms of points. It's sitting at 31. Like rebounds, he's probably above Embiid, and he's averaging 5.5 assists a game. Still one of the best defenders in the entire league.
I just think it's like voter fatigue on him. Like I know he won a cup. He won 2, right?
Giannis. He won back-to-back, and Luke.
Yeah, see,
but that's been several years.
People forget about him. They're just like, oh, Giannis he's already great. You know what I mean? So it's like we don't need to give it to him. Somebody that was actually also before they got hurt was AD. He's 300-1 on Caesars, I see, but like at the end of the day, he was down to 10-1 before the injury, and he was averaging like 40 a night. Like that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting once. Well, now that he's back, but
he played last night and had like 25 in like 20 minutes.
He played 25 minutes. I remember because I was picked.
Oh, you did. Yeah, I saw the margin of like 20 to 25, but it's just like I don't know. I think once the Lakers get past this LeBron being the number 1 all-time scorer, I think it opens up AD. But like at the same time, like, is it worth even playing AD that much? Just keep him healthy for the playoffs. Like that's all you're playing for if you're the Lakers.
Yeah, LeBron. Yeah, keep them both healthy. But I mean, main thing is they have to get to the playoffs, which I think they like get out of the playoff or a play-in game, which they're 2 games back.
Yeah,
the West is just absolutely wild.
Yeah,
like the fact that the 13th seed and the 4th seed are about 3 games back apart.
The one thing I'll say about the West is like everybody's been hurt, if that makes sense. Like the Warriors haven't been healthy all year. The Suns haven't been healthy. The Clippers haven't been healthy. Lakers,
Pelicans haven't been healthy.
It's just like, yeah, like I don't. I mean, they're holding on too. Like Ingram and Zion haven't played in weeks, and they're still the 4th seed. Like at the end of the day, like I think the Warriors get hot. They win like 10-12. They separate themselves. I don't think the Kings are real. Like I don't see a world where the Kings like finish this hot or finish this way.
Yeah. Well, I forgot one bet I've been waiting on for months. Nuggets over 49.5 regular season wins, plus 110 on DK. I got that boost a while ago before DK decided to get out of
They
here.
let them a couple weeks, so they don't lose at home, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it's a wild. Me and some of the guys, we have Jaren Jackson at 49-1 to win Defensive Player of the Year, and now I think he's like the heavy favorite of like minus 200, 300.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. You can say his name, Dude Man Pa.
Oh yeah, Dude Man Pa. But yeah, the one thing we're like afraid of is like same thing. He gets hurt. Like any of these awards that you get hurt, you're done. Like if Joker goes out, like he's been out for a couple games now, in and out of the lineup. Like if he goes down with an injury for 2-3 weeks, like the whole shape of the thing changes. The MVP. So, it's a tough position. What are you looking at what do you think of the Mahomes situation?
The Mahomes situation, I think is fine.
Yeah, I do too. I just think that like at home, like give me Mahomes, even on one leg. Like you don't think Andy Reid's going to design a game plan where it's short dump offs and less mobile plays.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting too, looking at like obviously everyone's like Burrow, the ridiculous stuff saying Burrow is a better quarterback because he's beat Mahomes three times in a row is just one of the dumbest things in the world. First of all, who's Mahomes throwing to? Name one good option outside of Kelsey.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Name one good option for Burrow outside of Chase.
Yeah, you can name 3, 4. Yeah. I mean, you have Joe Mixon too at running back. Like,
yeah,
it's just I mean, the Chiefs defense has played well. I think the game will be fun for sure, though. I just don't see a world in which Mahomes doesn't play, and even if he's banged up, I think it's okay.
Well, like after the press conference, he was walking around. It was fine. I mean, it's a high ankle sprain. They'll be taped up or have whatever on it. I don't know.
Oh, he's going to be so shot up. He's not going to feel his foot. I mean, he'll be fine. If they make it out of this game, then he gets 2 weeks of rest, and that's all. He'll be fine. So if they can get out of this game, and I think them running the ball and throwing checkdowns, like I think they're going to slow down and keep Burrow off the field as much as possible. So,
yep. All right, guys. If you haven't already followed Austin Denver Dude Bets on Twitter, go follow him. Anything else before we get on out of here?
Yeah, I got one college play for everybody. We're gonna look at taking North Carolina A&T at home. Conference game, home pup. We took them last week. Took some conference teams. They play very well at home. Should be a big game for them. I think it's for the conference lead. So give me North Carolina A&T +3, and you can find that everywhere. So,
all right, sold. All right, guys, it's been fun. We're out of here. Later, kids.